internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Fire Script. Let's get right into today's video. This is going to be absolutely crazy. We are going to go over tokenized debt and how much the price of XRP could potentially reach to. This is a matter of not if, but it's a matter of when. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. This is going to completely shock you. And it's going to be so conservative. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's get right into the video. I tweeted this out on October 2nd. I smell an IPO announcement from Ripple incoming. Something is brewing. And guess what happened? It seems like Ripple has posted a job. Shareholder Communications Senior Manager. This is massive. They're setting up for the IPO. And what can we see for the price of XRP? I will let you guys know at the end of the video my thoughts on how much XRP could reach when an IPO is announced. But take a listen to this. With the CFO and other senior leaders, build and maintain meaningful relationships with analysts and educate existing and prospective shareholders and investors on the company's product/business strategy, goals, performance, financial position, and announcements. It's game over, folks. Go ahead and smash that like button. IPO is being announced very soon, in my opinion. I think it's going to happen before the end of the year. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Now, with the CFO. The CFO, Christina Campbell, actually just left last week. As you guys could see, it's her LinkedIn profile from April 2021 to October 2023. She has since left. And who can fill this position? Maybe Warren Jansen. He was appointed at the board of directors at Ripple this year in May. If you guys recall, he holds multiple CFO positions in very high reputable companies. Amazon CFO in 1999, Delta Airlines CFO in 1998, Electronic Arts CFO 2002. These are some very big companies right now. And your question is, can he be the next CFO? Well, maybe. The reason why I say that is currently the CFO at Nielsen. However, Nielsen is a media company, so there wouldn't be a conflict of interest, which means, yes, an individual can hold two CFO positions as long as the company is not, conflict of interest between what they do. So media company, payments company, two completely different things. We may see Warren Jansen, folks. Let me know what you guys think of that. And now let's get into global debt. But first, listen to what David Schwartz says here.
As real-world asset tokenization projects grow, I think the XRP Ledger is going to be a really good platform for them to launch on, particularly because of the low fees and because of the integration with the DEX, with the proximity to sort of the movement of funds. The ability, if someone's going to buy, what do you want to do with a real-world tokenized asset? You want to buy it, you want to sell it, you want to hold it, you want to transfer it. And if you want to buy it and sell it, you want to be able to do that with whatever asset is convenient for you. You don't want to tie, if you tokenize some sort of debt, you don't want to tie it to US dollars. If you tokenize some sort of debt, you don't want to tie it to US dollars, because then that limits access to it to people who have sort of proximity to US dollars. One of the things the XRP Ledger is good for is giving you sort of proximity to many different assets, and that exchange is seamlessly built in. So I think that's one of the many reasons why the XRP Ledger is going to be a good place to launch tokenized real-world assets. I think we'll see that in the next year and a half.
Cool. He's calling it less than 2 years on a conservative scale. This article that was published on the World Economic Forum October 2nd of this year, what is global debt and how high is it now? Well, we'll get that number. Global debt has already hit a record $307 trillion in 2023. And how can Ripple and its digital asset XRP help tokenize this? Well, it's going to completely shock you, and the numbers are going to shock you. It's so conservative. We have left out the derivatives market. We have left out the real estate market. And the reason why I'm saying that, if you guys don't remember, JP Morgan Right here, talking about how each asset class, 10% to 50%, will be tokenized.
I think a reasonable proportion of regulated markets will be on this technology, using it in a sophisticated way within a decade. And what a reasonable proportion could be anywhere from the 10% mentioned previously to anywhere sort of sub 50. I don't think more.
And we're not even talking about the daily FX market. We're not even talking about how much JP Morgan moves overnight.
So when I talk about the $10 trillion that we're processing every night,
they're processing $10 trillion overnight. So this is so conservative. Take a listen to this. What is tokenized debt? Imagine you have a traditional paper bond certificate. This certificate represents a debt owed to you by a company or government. Tokenizing debt is like taking that paper certificate and turning it into a digital token on a computer. You can also break this digital debt token into smaller pieces. This allows you to sell and trade these pieces, making it easier for people to invest in or lend money to issuers. These pieces are represented as a token on a blockchain, and they can be easily transferred and tracked electronically. And how can XRPL and XRP play a significant role? XRPL is known for its speed and scalability. A vast number of debt tokens can be created, transferred, and traded quickly and efficiently. Remember, scalability is very important, and they even said that at JP Morgan, where USDC is going to hit a scalability cap.
still needs to be played out. But I think where USDC is going to hit a cap is going to be at scale. So when I talk about the $10 trillion that we're processing every night,
USDC itself we've seen over $3.5 trillion of transactions. And so if we can, improve it with more scalable blockchain technologies like, Brad's company provides.
Low transaction costs are crucial as they reduce the expenses associated with creating, managing, and trading these debt tokens. XRPL is designed to be interoperable with other financial systems, including traditional banking and financial institutions. This makes it easier to integrate tokenized debt into existing financial infrastructures, allowing for smoother regulatory compliance and cross-border transactions. And that is why Ripple and XRP have clarity at the highest level. XRPL also supports smart contracts, which can be used to automate and enforce the terms of debt agreements. This is especially valuable in the case of tokenized debt, where the smart contract can automatically handle interest payments, redemptions, and other aspects of debt. Low transaction costs are crucial as they reduce the expenses associated with creating, managing, and trading these debt tokens. When debt is tokenized, it's often appealing to international investors. XRPL's vast, low-cost cross-border capabilities make it attractive for such use case. And now let's break down the tokenized debt with XRP. So what we're doing here is we're going to take 30% of the $307 trillion, and we get $92.1 trillion. And these are updated numbers from the World Economic Forum. We are going to be so conservative. And from the 92 trillion, from that 30% of that amount, we're actually going to take 10% of 92 trillion, and we're going to only use $9.2 trillion in this calculation. And we have left out so much, folks. Like I said, real estate, derivatives, anything that could be tokenized, insurance settlements, payments, so much stuff is out the window. Just with this, let's say 90 billion XRP is circulating. The price of XRP will be $102. 80 billion XRP circulating, $115. 70 billion XRP circulating, $131. And I believe that's where the circulating is going to be, 70 billion. I don't think we're ever going to see 80 or 90 billion circulating. 60 billion XRP circulating, we're talking about $150 per XRP. And this is so conservative. JP Morgan, 10 trillion overnight. The FX market, 7.5 daily. Folks, you can't make these numbers up. That is why I always say this. We haven't seen a utility-driven market cap. Our minds have not seen anything like this before. So when it kicks in, it's going to go full throttle. There is real value being moved across the world, across the financial infrastructures every single second. Wait until you see this. It is going to shock you. And moving along to what Ripple had to say. Global financial leaders agree. An impressive 72% of participants in Ripple's 2023 value report expect to use tokenization in their businesses over the next 3 years. And that is so conservative. They just say 3 years. It's going to be a lot sooner than that. At its core, tokenization helps unlock liquidity from even the most illiquid asset classes. And here's their little diagram they have. They're predicting 250 trillion. And we're talking about $9 trillion being tokenized. Get out of here, folks. I don't think people understand how much of a storm is coming to this crypto sector. And 99% of the world's population is going to miss out on this opportunity. And that is why we have Ripple doing a showcase real estate asset tokenization solution at Hong Kong. They're running the pilot. Fractional real estate, ladies and gentlemen. And the biggest takeaway from this, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, but they worded this so well. Listen to this, folks. Ripple's innovative solution combining the EHKD tokenized real estate and lending protocols will run on a private and secure ledger built with the same technology as the XRP ledger. The XRP ledger is an open source, energy efficient, and decentralized blockchain that has been continuously operating for 10 years. That part right there is the selling, that's the sale pitch right there. The XRPL is an open source, energy efficient, decentralized blockchain that has been continuously operating for 10 years without anything going haywire. Like nothing crazy has ever happened on the XRPL. Bitcoin, yes. Stellar, yes. This is what governments and financial institutions look for when they're about to adopt a brand new technology. They're going to say, let's see how long you've been operating for. Did you run into any hiccups? What was the most amount of money you've lost in an error that was created by your infrastructure, right? Ripple is a technology company. They're selling infrastructures to financial companies where indirectly they're going to be utilizing their XRP because Ripple utilizes the digitalized XRP within the XRP ledger. With that being said, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and we will be back with another video.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.